Hello, hello, hello. My name is Amista, and we are here to do some tarot reading and some chit chat and just have some general fun in the chat room today. Right now, I'm clearing the tarot cards. After that, we'll clear the clarifiers. And then our first spread of the day is going to be what is our best manifestation advice. If you're watching this live, or even if you're watching this after the fact, as you're seeing me clear these cards and shuffle up, you want to be thinking about what is it you would like to manifest, whether it's a big deal or a little deal, and then we'll see what advice actually comes up. Even if you're not watching me live, you can still get your energy in on this because spirit is not limited by time or by space. So you can actually put your intentions on even after the fact and still have it turn out to be applicable for you. Ooh, thank you for the first thumbs up of the morning, or afternoon, I should say. 4:10 in the afternoon, but I just logged on. Welcome, welcome. Whoever put on that thumbs up, thank you, thank you. Mila, Mila, happy holidays, my friend. Did you have a good Christmas? I am fantastic, thank you. Fantastic. You know, we've had winter solstice. The days are getting longer now. I'm very happy. Cheryl Ford, hello, hello. Happy ho-hos of merry ding-dongs. Are you a hostess, girl? You're still digesting. I can see that. I can see that. I've had big Christmases before where I had the big meal and everything. And all the leftovers. This year, I just kept it all quiet. It's just me. Not a lot of family around. Motivation. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to all of y'all. Glad you're here today. Just realized my lips are about as dry as they can be. All right, so let's do our first spread. I love my alone time. I got to tell you, girl. 4 planets in Scorpio. I love my alone time. Whew, decompress. Get some stuff done without being distracted and picking up other people's energy all the time. It's lovely. All right, so let's look at our best manifestation advice for today. Best manifestation advice. To get us started, be thinking about what do you guys want to manifest? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to manifest? Ooh, wow. We've got some heavy duty stuff coming up for manifestation advice. Hmm. Okay. Debbie Hancock, hello, hello, welcome. So we're just getting started with manifestation advice for today. Everybody remember to put a thumbs up on this video if you don't mind. Also, share it out to other people in case other people would like to have a reading. The more people I get to read for, the happier I am. Best manifestation advice. We're starting off with the Tower in reverse. So this basically says what we're manifesting is an improvement over something from the past that has already disappeared because we basically had outgrown it. We could no longer grow or expand in whatever that situation was anymore. We'd sort of hit that glass ceiling or hit that ceiling. So we got ejected from that situation that we got into originally because it felt safe. But now that we've outgrown it, it's no longer safe anymore. So we were ejected. And with the Tower comes up in reverse, now we're finding something to replace that thing we got ejected from that's actually better. Now we have the room to grow. Now we have the room to expand. So this is an improvement over what we had before. All right. Now, that's what we're manifesting. Okay. Now, here's the thing. 9 of Swords. This can be kind of a stressful situation as we're coming into that manifestation. All right. Here's what's going on, though. We've got our 2 of Swords behind that 9 of Swords, which says we have to make a decision. Here's the thing. We only stress out until we make the decision. So there's some kind of decision having to do with replacing whatever this was that used to make us feel secure with something better. There's some kind of decision. Maybe we have 2 different job offers and we have to decide. This stress is only here till we make the decision. Once we make the decision, then we can breathe and move forward again. Okay, so best manifestation advice right now is make our decision and then don't look back. Keep going with that decision. Okay? Anna, hello, hello. Welcome. How is it playing out for you? Motivation, is that like in career stuff? Is that in love life? What is that? Inquiring minds want to know. Love and career. Woof. Woof, double whammy right there. Career and love for you too. Oh, wow. Dang it. I thought I was the only one that had those issues because my sun sign is also my 7th sign. So my ascendant and my 7th sign kind of oppose each other. So I'm always like, okay. And I'm all about my career. My ascendant's Taurus. Love and career for you too. 3 of us. Wow. 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 Okay, well, that's our manifestation stuff for today. That's our advice. Make a decision so we can quit stressing out about moving forward in a productive way that's better than how things used to be. All right, so I want to read for some people. Anybody who wants me to read for you, put your question in the chat box or say message from spirit. If you just want a message from spirit, I'm going to start making a list of people. Message from spirit for Anna Felipa. So Anna Felipa will be first. And guys, don't forget to share this video so other people can get a reading as well. Motivation. Be more specific. What can you look forward to in what area of your life? Are we talking career? Are we talking love? What are we talking about? And also, you know how I am. That's a leading question. What can I look forward to? Don't be leading spirit around like you've got a ring in their nose. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. How about what should I expect instead of what should I look forward to? But you are going to be next. We just need to clarify that motivation. And also, I'm going to need your first name again because I don't remember it. Let's see. And then we have Cheryl wants a message. All right. And then we have Debbie wants a message. One, two, three, four. And then after Debbie, Mila, you're going to be 5th, my friend, with a question. All right. Message from spirit is fine for your motivation and your K. Awesome. All right, so we've got 5 people. I want to read for 5 more people. So you guys share this video out with other people who might want a reading. I'm shooting to read for 10 people today if I can. If I can. Don't forget to put a thumbs up on this video if you see that it is benefiting you. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. We're going to start with Anna Felipa. She wants a message from Spirit. So Anna Felipa, message from Spirit. Anna Felipa. Messages from Spirit, just for those of you who don't remember, can be from the past, the present, or the future. First 2 cards are going to talk about the situation Sacred Spirit wants to talk to you about. After that, the next 3 cards are going to be your best advice or heads up around that situation. All right. Anna Philippa. Ooh, look at you. Ooh, powerful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Anna. I like what you got going on here. Okay, you're starting with the Nine of Pentacles. This talks about being independent, self sufficient. If you're not single, then this talks about having a project that you're accomplishing independently and self sufficiently. And this is covered by the Three of Cups. So this project has something to do with your friends. So you may be doing something for your friends. You may be organizing some kind of get together, a retreat, or maybe you're making some kind of little gifty thingies for your friends. I don't know, but we've got something that you're doing independently that has to do with your friends. So, next, best advice or heads up. Oh, planning a trip. Ooh, I like it. I don't have any wands here. That's wild. Okay, now look at this. Two of Pentacles showing up here. Two of Pentacles just basically says that this is keeping you very busy. You're juggling. You've got a bunch of balls in the air. Okay, so this is actually keeping you very busy. With the Queen of Pentacles, you've got this. You're pretty laid back. You're pretty chill. You can handle all this. No big deal. You're very secure in it, and you probably have plenty of coin. I'm going to say you have plenty of coin to do this, and plenty of creative ideas about what you can do on this trip to keep yourselves busy on the trip. Followed by Temperance. Isn't that interesting for a trip? Now, Temperance is the Sagittarius card, so that would be my only indication of travel. But Temperance talks about patience, talks about moderation. So this says, that this is not like a bachelorette party where we're buying all the booze in the town, plus all the Chippendales we can hire. But there's some moderation going on here. We're keeping things reasonable. Let's say reasonable with that Temperance card. You're a Sag. Okay, well, that makes sense why you would plan travel being a Sag then. And I would say that your trip also would have something to do with picking up some kind of new information as well, probably for you and your friends. More than likely. I mean, it could be just fun, but I bet you it has something to do with picking up new information too. Boopity doo 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 doo. All right, so that was Anna. Let's look at Kay. We ended up landing on a message from Spirit for Kay. You're quite welcome. I do want to know, though, does your trip have something to do with learning something new? Are you going to some kind of museums? Are you just wanting to learn customs and cultures of your place that you're going to? I am really curious. All right. And I almost asked you before I even started reading the cards if you were Sagittarius when I saw that Temperance card show up. Message from Spirit for Miss K. I love how we get to be a nice little fun group and hang out. Miss K. K, look at you. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. What was your original question? Oh, it was just what was coming for you. Okay. Woof. Do you have some stuff here? All right. You've got some strong stuff. We've got strong medicine. This is the time to put on the hard hat. Buckle up the safety belt. We're in for a rough ride, y'all. Okay? So, starting off with the Lovers coming up in reverse. This talks about some kind of partnership where you're not on the same page. Can be romantic, does not have to be, can be a business partnership or a friendship. But if this is a friendship, this is something where you guys do things together regularly. Okay, with that coming up as the Lovers card. So some kind of partnership that's kind of on the rocks. You're having a hard time being on the same page with this person. All right. Now, Seven of Rods. This is saying, yep, We're not getting along right now, and I am keeping my distance. I am keeping them at arm's length. If they're trying to reach out to me, I don't want to hear it. No, thank you. Put that phone on silent. All right, that's what we've got going on here. That's our situation Sacred Spirit wants to talk to you about. Now, best advice or heads up. Okay. You're starting off with the Empress card, which tells me that this manifestation with that color just looks all wacky. But this manifestation with the partner is not, it's like the opposite of what you actually wanted. You wanted things to go well with this person. You wanted this partnership to really work well. You didn't want to feel like you have to keep them at arm's length over here going talk to the hand. Okay? Now, Magician in reverse. This is so crazy because look at this. We have the Empress and the Magician both in reverse. These are our master manifestors, okay? The Empress is our manifestor because she thinks about what she wants and she imagines it and she pictures it, she daydreams about it, she creates it energetically. And then the Magician goes out and makes it happen physically, okay? But we've got the Empress in reverse, which means you were focusing on what you didn't want. That's why you brought it in. You were focusing on what you were afraid of or anxious about. You've got the Magician in reverse that says, yeah, and I did all the wrong things. Like everything that I did seemed to backfire. It didn't seem to work right. Okay. Hello there, Nemo. If you want a reading, honey bunny, put a same for you, Tammy Bambi. I'm glad to see you here. Put a question in this chat or put message from spirit if you want that. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Okay, so this is basically saying, man, my manifesting game was completely off because I was worried about something. I was stressing out about something. And I let that stress lead me straight up to self sabotage. We have the star card coming up here. Star card talks about bringing in some healing into this situation. So this situation is not gone and done and over. Not if you don't want it to be. You can bring some healing into this. What's the first bit of healing you have to bring in, though? I would not call this person or talk to them until you heal yourself. Because why? Because you self sabotage this. First bit of healing has to do with why was I expecting the worst? What's going on with that? Why was I triggered? And deactivate those triggers to bring some healing back to this situation. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely a situation where you can be deactivating some triggers. So if you're in that situation again with somebody else, it's going to be better. If you can heal that particular situation, it's going to be better. But definitely deactivating some triggers helps you moving forward. Tammy Bambi, yay. That's awesome. Happy birthday a little bit early. Are you on my email list, Tammy? You are quite welcome. All right, so is Cheryl still in the room? Cheryl, you're up next. And Debbie Hancock, you're in the batter's box. Okay, go to my website, get on my newsletter list, get on my email list, sign up for my newsletters. Because I do a birthday special. So anytime during your birthday season, which is going to be anytime during Capricorn season in your case, you can get a reading from me with a 40% discount, a live reading. So go sign up. Go sign up. Okay, I'm writing you down, Tammy Bambi. You're going to be 6th in line today. Right. So, yeah, anybody else sign up as well. Plus, I do predictions for every sign every week. Why would you not want to get that? Oh, are you a Scorpio or are you a Libra? I mean, Sag. So Tammy has a question. Nemo also has a question. I should have wrote that down already. Nemo has a question. Anybody else that I'm missing a question on? Nemo, Tammy. You're a Sagittarius. Ooh, 11/25. 69. Oh, you were born the same year as me, just exactly a week after me. That's wild. Avneet, it was fantastic, my dear. Avneet, if you have a question for me, please put it in the chat or say message from spirit. Either way. I kept a nice quiet Christmas. I kept to myself. To be honest with you, like since I'm a grown up, that's the kind of Christmases I like. I guess if I ever get married again, I'll probably have to start spending Christmases around a whole boatload of people again. But for right now, this is what I like. All right, who am I reading for now? Cheryl. Is Cheryl in the room? She is. Okay. Cheryl is in the room. Okay. I'm going to read for 8, 9, 10, 3 more people. So, guys, share out this video to other people so that if they want to be read for, they have that opportunity, please. Cheryl, message from Spirit. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback reading off of Cheryl's. If you have not put a thumbs up on this video yet, please do so. Please do so. And please share. Okay, what do we have? You guys, if you want a private reading from me, all you have to do is find my contact information on my website to get that. And we'll get you scheduled. Yay! Thank you, Nemo. All right, throw your question in there, Avneet. All right. Tammy Bambi, I'm not sure what you're saying there. I'm seeing I don't it. Thank you. I don't know what that is. All right. Cheryl Ford. Wow, we didn't have wands at all last time. You have tons of wands. This is funny. Okay. Normally I don't do this, but I am adding things up this time. You got a 6 of wands and a 4 of wands. That's a 10 of wands. So this talks about some kind of responsibility. And the 6 of wands, this talks about this idea that you have done something that not only benefits yourself, but also benefits other people in your sphere of influence. I'm going to say probably your family with this card coming up here. And this card says that whatever you're doing has to do with home or with family. So you may have upgraded something about your home or done something in your home that has benefited other people. And this card says other people are showing their appreciation for the work that you've put in on this thing that benefits them. Okay. So, oh, excellent. Thank you, Tammy. Now, that way we can stay in touch even when I like disappear for a while. All right. Best advice or heads up. And this is still for Cheryl and any piggybacks. If you guys are resonating with that first part, then you'll know the rest of this is a piggyback for you. So, Cheryl, let's see. Here we go. We have the World card coming up in reverse, which basically is telling you that whatever this is isn't over. I'm hearing it's just the beginning. You've just scratched the surface. It's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm hearing all kinds of these things that are saying it's not only not over, it's kind of just the beginning. Whatever you've done that has improved things for your family or for your household or whatever. But it's just the beginning for you. It's just the beginning of the cycle. With the 7 of Cups, there are so many different directions that you can go with this that are available to you. Trying to get this to focus. And with the 2 of Cups, this tells me that, there's a lot to love as far as these options. There's a lot to love here. So I think that you're going to go forward with several other options that add to what you're already doing. And it's really nice that these people are already expressing appreciation. Especially if that appreciation is in the form of pay, it makes it easier to go forward with some of this stuff. I don't know that it is necessarily, but it could be. Hope that makes sense for you, Miss Cheryl. Oh my goodness, Nemo. She passed away like this year? I am so sorry. Holy Toledo. Oh, honey. Wow. Wow. All right, guys, I've got 2 more people I want to read for, so don't forget to share this video, please. All right, Debbie Hancock, are you still in the room? Right, Nemo? Debbie, you are up if you're in the room. All right. Here we go. Here's our next reading. Everybody be on the lookout for a piggyback. Debbie Hancock. First 2 cards are on the table. We have a good little group here, don't we? I love our community that's building up here on YouTube. All right, so Debbie, we have the 4 of Swords showing up in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse talks about the end of a break, that maybe you had taken a break from something or stepped back from something. This talks about the idea that now you're ready to, you've made your decisions that you need to make around this situation. Now you're ready to come back. Okay. Now, what are you coming back to? Well, you're coming back to some major change. After stepping away, you're realizing something's got to give, man, or else something's got to give. You know, so coming back to some major change. So you took a break, you thought things over, you looked at them objectively. Now you're ready to come in and make some changes. All right, let's see what our best advice or heads up is about this. Familia, exactly. Let's see. Best advice here shows up as the 10 of rods in reverse. 10 of rods in reverse talks to me about this idea that you can't be accountable for how other people behave or what other people say. You can only be accountable for you. And I feel like this is a part of maybe what you have figured out, but now you're having to put that where the rubber meets the road. Like you can't pick up other people's responsibilities and expect to take them forward and that's going to work okay. And so what we see here is you really dropping responsibilities that were never yours to carry anyway. All right. Now, High Priestess in reverse basically says that you kind of saw this coming. You sort of saw this all along, but you didn't say anything. You were afraid to speak it. You were afraid to speak it out into the ethers. I think now you're coming to a point where you have to say, we're at this point where, okay, if I'm going to put down the responsibility that should be somebody else's responsibility, I have to tell them this is what's going on. I'm no longer carrying this. In other words, they got to figure something out so that they can handle their own responsibilities. Queen of Cups. And this card with the Queen of Cups, I just feel like there's a lot of recovery of your own energy, rejuvenation, revitalization that needs to happen. She's looking into that cup even more than she's drinking from it. First of all, I feel like this cup is kind of a trophy. This is how you win, is by putting down other people's responsibilities and letting them know they're going to have to take care of it. But also she's looking into that cup. She's kind of like looking at, okay, messages. This is like scrying. Scrying is when you look in the water or you look in the crystal ball and you see what messages are there. We've got the star there. So there's some clarity there. There's some purpose that's showing up for her in that cup. That's part of the rejuvenation, is wondering, okay, what is my purpose now? Where do I go from here? Okay. But there's self-care here, there's nourishment, there's hydration going on. So I feel like basically you've taken some time to think things over. You know that there need to be some changes now that you've thought things over. You're ready to come back and start working on those changes. Those changes have to do with you dropping somebody else's responsibility that they should be carrying anyway and letting them know. You've kind of known for a long time. It's time to actually let them know this is what I'm doing now. And we've got the Queen of Cups here. So rejuvenation, self rejuvenation. All right. So that's for Debbie. I hope that makes sense for you, my friend. I love it, right? Love from all over the world for Nemo in her situation. Okay, Mila, you are up next, my friend. And let's see, Mila had a question. Let me see if I can go back and find that. Where was Mila's question? Okay, can I copy that? No. Oh, maybe. Maybe I can. Copy image. I can't. Oh, here we go. That's what I want. I want to just get this back down in the chat where I can see it. It's what I want to do here. There we go. Okay. All right. Thank you for the feedback, Miss Debbie. Okay. All right. For Mila, what are true thoughts and intentions of Michelle towards me now? I don't know what NC is other than North Carolina. NC. Thanks a lot, always. You're quite welcome, always. Let's see. Oh, no contact. Gotcha. I'll catch on. Not as young as all of y'all. Okay. True thoughts and intentions of Michelle towards you. Thoughts and intentions are not the same. What's more important to you, thoughts or intentions? Whoops, let's look at one or the other. Intentions, okay. And even when we look at intentions, like that can change, but still, that's not necessarily the same as thoughts. So we want to look at that. That's a little bit more solid than thoughts normally. Still not solid. It's like Jello solid. Thoughts are like cloud solid. All right. What are Michelle's intentions towards Mila right now? Aw. What? Well, I thought, aw. What is that? Mila, did you buy him a gift? Did you buy him a gift? It's weird, is what it is. Did you buy him a gift for Christmas and you haven't been able to give it to him, or some other gift that he hasn't received yet? No gift. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is. Okay, I just need to clarify this then. I'm just as lost as I was to start with. Hmm. Does he live a long way away from you? I'm just trying to figure out context on what I'm seeing here because this is some kinda cray cray stuff, honestly, if he doesn't live a long way away from you. Like an hour. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's just start talking about this and see where it leads us. I don't know that I have the full answer just yet, but I've got enough cards down. I've got 9, 10, 11, 12 cards down. Okay, so first of all, intentions. 6 of Cups. He has fond memories of you and he intends to remember you happily. Okay. Now, 8 of Cups in reverse. He intends to come back to you. This is my walking back card when it comes up in reverse. When it's right side up, it walks away. Now, I have my King of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Intends to come back to you, but as a broken man. This is how I see my King of Pentacles. He's broken. So I wanted to know what is going on. Why is this man broken? In what way? Is he out of money? Is he mentally broken? What is happening here? Okay. So I put down 9 Lenormand cards to take a look at this. I thought I would just put down 3 and then that would just answer it. But no, we have to have a complicated situation here for this dude. Mm. Hmm. Well, he's definitely broken, maybe because of that past person, but he has good memories of you. I think he's going to be coming back to you. That's what his intentions are. We have some cray cray stuff. Okay, so I'm going to say that at the very least, he sees you as a long term friend. Okay. And I think it may have even surprised him when that you guys became as strong of friends as you were. That trio is very strong. So strong friendship, strong loyalty. All right. Now, this cross says that that's a burden. Well, maybe that's a burden because he still hasn't cleared out the ex. We have the bouquet. The bouquet is a visit, communication, interaction. Sometimes it's not an in-person visit. Sometimes it's just, excuse me, communication back and forth. I've seen it show up for that. And we have the key. So this is a saying for sure or certainly. So it's interesting that the cross is right above this visit and the key that says that this visit is for sure a burden for him. Well, probably because he has the choice, although we don't have the choice here. There's confusion. Okay. Here we have the ship, which is why I asked if he lives far away. This can also be messages going back and forth, especially with the bouquet right here in the middle. That can be like text messages and emails and stuff like that going back and forth too. Or this can be a visit from a little further away with that airship there. Now, I think this is why it's a burden because there's all this confusion. I think he's really confused about what he wants, where he wants us to go. Probably because of the ex, but still, all that confusion is there and it's impacting this relationship. And with the ring, he's really confused about the idea of a commitment. So I'm going to say that I think you're going to hear from him with that walking back card. I think for sure you're going to hear from him. I'm going to say I don't know that when you hear from him that anything is really any different. With the bottom row being the dog and the key and the ring, I think what you're going to hear back is, I want to at least be friends. I want us to communicate and at least be civil to each other. I want us to at least be friends. I think you're going to hear back from him suddenly with the scythe card, but he's really confused about what he wants as far as this communication long term, especially with the ship, with the distance involved. So the no contact, I think, looking at what he's going to have to say whenever he comes back and he's coming back broken, I don't know. That no contact might be easier than dealing with this silliness. You know, this is a rough thing to deal with when somebody doesn't know, but they want to keep you on the shelf just in case as the backup person. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. I think that's what's going on here. He doesn't want you to go away in case he ends up wanting to be with you, but he doesn't know for sure that he's going to end up wanting to be with you. Well, you've got two confusion factors going on. If he's confused about what's going on with this ex that he's still hung up on, and you haven't met, now you've got two confusion factors happening. You know, and if he's not ready to actually meet you yet, that says, oh, he's really still hung up on this ex. If this ex comes back, that's where he's going because he's still hung up on that. You're quite welcome. I don't know if you really want to meet him while he's still hung up on the ex. Why would you want to get involved if this person doesn't really have a clear idea of where they're going and what they even want? He doesn't know what he wants yet because he's waiting to decide what he wants until he sees what his ex does. You know what I mean? He's letting somebody else steer his ship. He's not steering it himself. Tammy Bambi, are you in the room? You're up next. Tammy Bambi. Everybody, don't forget to put a thumbs up and share this video if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all being here because you guys are what makes this chat interesting. Just talking to a camera, not near as interesting as having a chat with you guys. Okay, Tammy's here. Also, Nemo's here. Nemo, you're right after Tammy. After that will be Avneet. Okay, Tammy Bambi. Did you have a question for me, Tammy? I think you did. That's what I have in my notes. Where's your question? Tammy Bambi. Ooh. Okay, so I'm looking at this question, and what I'm thinking is, do you want this to be, is it going to be a good birthday, or do you want this to be, is this going to be a good year? What are we actually asking here? A good year. Okay. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. What sign are you, Tammy Bambi? You're a Scorpio, aren't you? No, you're not a Scorpio. You're a Capricorn. Hello. Hello. If your birthday is Saturday, you're a Capricorn. Duh. All right. Show me if Tammy Bambi is going to have a good year, please, and show me some of the themes coming up in the year for her. Boopity-doo-doo-doo. Well, we've got some pros and some cons. I guess that's reasonable for 365 days, don't you? All right. Tell me a little bit about this. So we have the Fool card showing up in reverse, which basically says you are continuing on with some kind of leap of faith that you have started. When I look at what this is about, we get the stork and the fish. This tells me that you're upgrading your income or upgrading your money situation, your assets. So we see you continuing on with that. I take that as a positive. Let's see what else we have here. Seven of Wands showing up here. This is holding your own or keeping your distance, maybe keeping somebody at arm's length. I think you're keeping a man at arm's length, and I think you're keeping him at arm's length because he has a lot of secrets. And you're feeling like those secrets don't make you very comfortable. The idea that he can't share information with you does not make you feel very comfortable. So I see you keeping somebody at arm's length. Like, yeah, if you can't really talk to me, don't halfway talk to me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You may not say bye-bye at the beginning of the year, but I don't think you're tolerating his silliness very much. Let's see what the next thing is. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is funny. Remember we saw you upgrading your income somehow or your assets? Your third card is the Page of Swords, which talks about learning something new, learning some new skills. Look, money shows up again with this fish card. That's abundance. When you have plenty of fish, you have plenty of abundance. You've got the whip. This is communication. You're learning to talk the lingo when it comes to money. I don't know if you're learning like stock exchange words. I don't know what you're exactly learning, but you're learning to talk the lingo when it comes to money in some way. And then we have the Hermit coming out in reverse. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of love life. Let's just double check and see. I feel like this is actually like going from, you know what, I'm kind of sick of guys to maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're not in that situation. But this is like coming out and being social and taking a chance on meeting somebody more towards the fall, late summer, early fall. This is interesting because you may find somebody that you can have some really nice talks with about philosophy. And these talks are probably happening at night, but this is also reflection. I see this as like philosophy or I can't say the word studies. Anyway, philosophical studies. And the whip is about conversations, maybe even like debates, could be heated conversations, but I don't really sense that, not with the Hermit coming out. So I think you're taking some time to figure out what you believe about philosophy, taking some time to figure out what you believe about what you want from a relationship. I don't know if this actually turns romantic. With these two cards, it makes me kind of wonder if it turns romantic or not. Maybe a tad. But you're finding somebody to talk to about philosophy that's on your page for sure. And then this last card, I want to see what it's about before we talk about it. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, you've got so much talk going on. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. So your last card is a card that talks about disappointments. It can talk about having a pity party type of thing. This is always the card that basically says there's an opportunity here that you're missing because you're so stuck on your disappointments. So we always want to turn that energy around and look for the silver lining, look for where does that lead us. But look at these cards. They're the same cards we got before. This is conversations about philosophy, reflections, possibly at night. These are disappointing. So that tells me we don't really end up anywhere as far as romance. This kind of fizzles out. These kind of fizzle out. Maybe you're just not on the same page enough with this person, or maybe you were expecting it to be more than they were. Who knows? So, but I like your money situation. Money situation seems to be improving. You're not falling for somebody who's a con man, who's not going to tell you all their secrets. You're learning some new stuff. Yep. And then you're finding a philosophical partner that is, I think they're pretty platonic. I think there's hints at other things, but I think they end up being pretty platonic. All right. So that was Tammy Bambi. Okay. You guys, if you think I can do a lot with 5 little cards, usually it's 5 little cards, you definitely want to book a private reading with me. I will knock your socks off. Okay, Nemo had a question. I need to go back and find that question. Skating. Nemo says, we're skating. Boop-a-doo-doo, boop-a-doo-doo. Where's Nemo's question? By the way, if I didn't already say it, thank you for signing up for the newsletter. Where'd your question go? Okay, I see it. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we have. Will the Aries male break no contact to possibly start communication with me? Like, will he, like, ever? Ever again? That's what she wants to know. Thank you, Evneet. Let's see. Will S, who happens to be Aries, break no contact to possibly start communication with Nemo ever again? I feel like we're being redundant there. I hate to ask that question because some people will break no contact just to put their toe in the water and see if you're still around. And then they have nothing else to say once you've responded to them. So I don't really care if they do that. I want to know if this person actually like opens up communication with you, really, like more than just test the water. Okay, that question I like better. All right. Will the Aries man that Nemo is thinking about end up reconciled with Nemo? Will Nemo and this Aries man end up reconciled to each other? Boop-a-da-doo-doo-doo, boop-a-da-doo-doo-doo, boop-a-dee-doo. Oh, that's a yes. That's a yes. And I've got my Aries card right here in the center. Okay, so let's look at this. First of all, we have the moon. There are things going on behind the scenes that you don't understand right now or that you're not aware of. Okay, we have the world card coming up in reverse. Well, when the world is right side up, this is a completion of a cycle. When it's in reverse, this isn't over. There are some loose ends that have not been tied up. Next, we have the Aries, which makes me think that the Aries is going to be the person that reaches out to you. That's the Emperor, by the way. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. This talks about an even give and take, a reciprocal type of relationship. And we have the 10 of Wands, which talks about basically going exclusive. For me, the 10 of Wands is more of a level of we're going exclusive. I have to have some other cards to say we're moving in together or we're getting married. But this is, we're dating. We're seriously checking each other out at this point. We're not checking out anybody else. We're really turning the focus on each other, and that's it. So I think you guys are going to end up back together. I'm not sure when this is going to happen. I do kind of feel like it may not be until April with this Aries card showing up right in the middle. That could be saying that don't really expect this till April. That's kind of what I'm feeling like with that. That's Aries time frame. All right, so that was Nemo. And then Avneet, I know you had a question because you had a long one. Let's see. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Paste. That's odd. Okay. See if that makes it better. That does make it better. It wouldn't let me put in all your words until I took out your name. All right, so Avneet wants to know. I'm seeing an interest with my wealth mindset coaching. Well, one-on-one coaching is what I am offering at the moment. Believe I need to start a course. Would you please see how the course would do? Okay, so how would, what are we calling that? A wealth mindset course do if Avneet was to put it together? How well would that course do? How well would that course do for her? Boop-a-da-doo. Boop-a-da-doo. It would do well for a while. This is not something that you could retire on. I would want to get that course out there, and then I would want to be putting together other things at the same time that you're getting this course out there to the world. Start putting together the next course or the next offering, whatever that might be. And the reason I say that, look, we have the Six of Swords. This talks about taking things from chaotic and dramatic into calm and peaceful. So if we're talking like finances, this talks about getting out of troubled water and into, okay, everything's cool. We even have the Four of Pentacles, which says you get to save some money back, like you have some extra. We have the Magician showing up here, which says that it's going to do really good, especially being in the center of the spread. This is the Master Manifester, so we see that actually it does really good. Then we see the Seven of Swords. That's why I say you want to start thinking about what's your next project and start putting that together even as you're publishing this and getting this out to the world. The Seven of Swords is kind of sneaking away from this. When I picked up this card, what I felt is you're going to get tired of this. This is going to bore you. You're going to want to add to do different things at different levels. So I think you're going to add something in later because you're bored with this. So this is not the thing where you just sit and wait. And then we have the World card coming up here, which tells me that there's kind of come a point where you're no longer offering this course anymore. And it may be because you've walked away from the course onto something else. This may be something bigger that like incorporates that course, the original course, into it. It could be a bigger project. I'm not exactly sure, but I kind of think that's what we're doing is we're kind of rounding that out. So, plus there's other projects besides. So I think it would do good. I think it's like a stepping stone. It's a jumping off point for you, though. But I do think it would do good. I think you're going to get restless and you're going to need to expand and grow. That human thing that we do, expanding and growing. All right. Does that make sense for you, Evney? I hope she's still in the room. And by the way, while I'm waiting to hear from Avney, you guys, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can find all my contact information on my website. Just reach out to me and we'll get you scheduled and taken care of quickly. And then I do also have 1 question or 2 question recorded readings. So if you want to just have 1 or 2 questions, you don't really feel like you need a whole live reading, then you can also purchase those. Those are at a more affordable price than the live reading, just because I don't have to show up in person. I can record those things in my PJs if I have to. So it's just an audio recording. So that's available as well. And I also do long distance Reiki for those of you who are interested. That makes sense then. That totally makes sense then. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys very much for keeping me company here today. I so appreciate it. Everybody have a good holiday. If I don't see you before New Year's Eve, everybody take care of yourself. Peace out.